What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today, I bought another new car. This time, I bought a really nice 2007 Lexus LS460 from Insurance Auto Auctions. It was listed as hail damage, but I haven't seen anything that would prevent me from wanting to drive it. I did notice when we were checking it out at the auto auction, though, it did have a misfire. Check engine light was flashing, and now that it's been delivered, it's time to really look this car over and see what we got. So here it is, my latest car to the channel, a 2007 Lexus LS460 with hail damage. I'm just gonna kind of walk you guys around. It does have some, the hail damage is so tiny on this, but there is quite a bit of it. It's pea-sized. Can you guys even see it? I mean, I've got the good camera out today, guys, and I'm really trying to get you guys to see the damage. That's why I'm scrolling you guys up and down the hood. It does have definite pea-sized hail damage, but it is so small. This is not something that would bother me at all. The car's got good tires. I'm hoping, being a Lexus with under 200,000 miles, that it's actually going to run and drive pretty decent. I've heard that these are like million-mile motors in this car. It even has hand-painted stripes going down it. Check this out, guys, with somebody's signature. Let me show you this right here. These stripes, these are hand-painted, and you see that signature right there? How cool is that? They've kind of faded a little bit, but I mean, I think it's still cool that someone took the time. Uh-oh. The trunk doesn't work. Someone took the time to hand-paint stripes down this car. How much does that cost? Surely that can't be cheap, man. And they even put a little Lexus logo right there in this area. That is serious detail. Headlights are a little foggy, but I like the chrome wheels, the sunroof, the leather. Just a pretty big car, guys. I took the stickers off, tried to clean the windshield up as best as possible. This car was really filthy, but take a look at the interior. I mean, almost 200,000 miles on this car, and it looks absolutely phenomenal. Check out this door panel. This is in pretty good shape, guys. It's one of the things I got to give to Toyota and Lexus, I suppose, is that the, no, what does that do? Seatbelt buckle? Oh, wow. The seatbelt can be lowered and raised with the push of a button. I was looking for the locks. How about that? This is too luxurious for me. Ooh, look at this. The wood grain. When you drop the center console down, you get the look of like captain's back seats. And so much room back here. Oh, I like this. Let's have a seat back here, shall we? You get some cup holders right here. And then under here, what do we got? Oh, we got heated seats. Not cooled, but heated seats. And then we got the privacy shade as well. Does this do anything? No, that doesn't do anything. You get a little cubby hole there for storage. And if you open this, which locks, you can see into the trunk, sort of. Yeah, so apparently the trunk doesn't work. And then if you want the extra space, you just fold that up and you got room. I think it looks better like this. Here's another cool feature of this car. You have the ability to scoot the passenger seat forward and backward. If they're in your way, you just push them out of the way. Or, hey, I don't like you sitting on top of me. You get to move the person in the passenger front seat out of your way. Not so much on the driver's side for obvious reasons. Air conditioning vents here. You get an air conditioning vent over here. Of course, a little pocket to store stuff. And then if you need to do your makeup or just admire how beautiful you are, well, you get yourself a little, what did they call these? A makeup mirror or something. Somebody comment, you know what I'm talking about. It's got a big light here too. Uh-oh, only on, there it is. There it is. This one doesn't, there it is. It takes a minute to come on, I guess. And then, of course, to hang your clothes, you get this little button right here, same one on the other side. You could put one of those little closet rods going from one side to the other so that you can put your clothes in here. You even get a cigarette lighter over here, guys. This one has never, ever been used. This car doesn't smell of smoke at all. I don't think anybody's ever smoked in this car. The doors are heavy. This is a very solid car. Obviously, lots of adjustability on your seats. You get a pocket right here that opens up. I love all the storage that they've tucked away into this car. More storage right here. I'm not sure what you'd put there. Change, I guess. Just another little hidey hole. If you push the trunk release here, yeah, the trunk does not work. I've tried over and over again. You've got an ashtray right here. Cup holders right there. You've got your heated and cooled seats. Take a look at this, guys. Yes, heated and cooled on both sides. Privacy shade, and you can turn on and off the rear heated seats. You got power, economy, and snow. Traction control off if you want to do some smoky burnouts. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Of course, you've got a sunroof and sunroof controls here, up and down, open and close. We have spotlights off, door on, and then spotlight again. A place for your glasses. Guys, this is crazy. The auto dimming rear view mirror. This is not a new car. This is a 2007 trunk opener. Ah. Well, I don't know what that means. It still doesn't work. Let's try the key. I pushed the button. I didn't know that was in there, guys. You get 3 memory seats as well, guys, which is really cool. Let's see if the trunk works now. Damn it. No, the trunk is just not going to work on this, is it? I've got the clicker right here. No, I mean, the clicker works. You're just not getting in there. Is there a manual, like a lock that you can... hold on. Hold on, wait a minute. You can manually get into the trunk on this, okay? Right here is a little lock. Well, there we go. So you can manually open the trunk. Are you serious? It didn't open. It did not open. Why do you have to be such a pain in the backside? No, it will not open. You can turn it, and it tries. See, that's closed. Watch the gap here, okay? Like right here. You see it pop, and then you think you're gonna open it. Nah, you're not opening it. Even if you hold the key and pull up, nah, you're not opening that. There's something very wrong with the trunk. So we're just gonna hang that up, guys. Instead, why don't we focus on taking a peek at the engine. If I can find the hood release. There we go. Let's take a look under the hood at this beast. I'm assuming since it's an LS460, what we're looking at is a 4.6 liter V8. Woo! Look at that. Hood struts are bad. It's always a good sign. And yeah, you can see absolutely nothing. They have literally covered everything up under the hood of this car. Well, that's fun. Not really. I like the profile look of the car, guys. She's big. She's big. She's wide. It's a nice car. Crack in the windshield there. Why don't we take this bad boy out for a spin? You guys wondering how much I paid for it? Well, first, let's start it up. Oh, yeah. It's not misfiring. She's running smooth. Oh, good, good, good. No misfire at all. Oh. Nope, still not misfiring. TP best light is on. Brake pad light is on. Probably needs tire sensors. You get a nice little, nav. Oh, it's misfiring now. Check VSC just came on. That's the stability control. Great. So now it's misfiring. All right. Well, it is what it is. Automatic climate control. Look at all this down here. Look at this. Look at this beautiful wood with the gold Lexus embroidered on it. That looks so beautiful. Do we have any? Does it have any CDs? No. This is. What does this say? Oh. Norman B. and Company. CDR. Is there any more in there? Hold on. I think it's got more. How many CDs we got in here? We got Blues You Can Use, Volume 15. This is probably from LimeWire or Nero. You remember LimeWire? Oh, man. Don't get me started. Let's see if there's anything else in here. There is. Well, they loaded this thing up. Probably a 6-disc CD changer. G. Albright and Norman B. Golly. They did. They loaded this thing up. And here we've got the best of Al Green. Oh, man. We still got more. I love seeing what CDs people have. Is that Joe and Then? I don't know what that is. And it tells us a lot about a person, right? Smooth Jazz Part 2. That's got to be the last CD. It is. Okay, so all of your CD controls and stereo controls down here. You got temperature and everything over here. Passenger temp. So we got dual zone. You got all your different screens, map, voices, menu settings, everything right here on the sides. You got telephone, Bluetooth, obviously, reset, and then we got your display so you can scroll through. Average of 17 miles a gallon. You can change the radio modes and tune right here. On the side, you've got volume up, down, and voice commands. On the other side, you've got cruise control. It's hard to see, but there's your cruise control right there. And then over here, what is this? Auto emergency brake. So you got an e-brake down there, and then the auto button on top. Push to start. Over here, we've got the mirrors, adjustment and folding in. You've got traction control, parking sensors, heated steering wheel. Guys, even headlight washers. You guys see this? Headlight washers. Are you kidding me? This thing is loaded. It seems like it's got a few issues, guys. She's definitely misfiring. It started out good. It was not misfiring. Why don't we take her for a quick ride? And let's see how she does. Yeah, she's misfiring pretty good, guys. That's unfortunate. Could just be something as simple as a coil pack or a spark plug. I'll tell you what, the brakes are pretty good. Oh, we've got fire department. Is that police and everything up here? Oh my goodness, I got no tags on this car. Oh, I can't see. I can't see anything. I see flashing lights up here, though, so we're going to risk it for the biscuit, you know? We're just going to go for it, man. They pull us over, they pull us over. Here we go. So it looks like somebody bashed my mailbox off of the pole. That's fun. Yep, that's a sheriff. Oh, don't get me now. Don't get me. Multiple sheriffs. Holy crap. Wow. 3, 1 undercover. Oh, man. I don't even want to know. They're too busy to deal with me, though, guys. We're just going to go down the road and pretend like nothing's wrong. Let's take a look at our gauges here. Everything looks good. Temperature's good. Check engine light, steady flashing. TPMS light, all the other good lights are on the dash. But she's actually running and driving very, very well. It's a smooth car. Guys, I think I like a Lexus. I don't want to get too ahead of myself here, but aside from the misfire, and 192,863 miles, ooh, when it goes into overdrive, oh, it doesn't like that. It doesn't like that at all. No, overdrive is not pleasant because of that misfire. It makes it feel awful. We're currently cruising though at 60 miles an hour. Steering feels great. I'm gonna try out the brakes at speed. Ooh, nice brakes. Really, this is a big car. It feels like one too. I love the feel of a big, heavy luxury car. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not anything compared to the W222 that I had, or even the W221, but it's also not going to cost you the same price as one of those either, and repairs and maintenance aren't going to cost you 221 and 222 prices either. So I think if you're looking for a really nice luxury car that's not going to break the bank, guys, something like this would do it. And the reason why I picked this generation, no timing belt. That's right, this is a timing chain motor. Carfax report shows this car was serviced at the Lexus dealership very regularly, so somebody loved the car. Why it's got a solid misfire is beyond me. Obviously, it must have been like this when it was shipped off to the insurance company. So it's probably something very simple. My guess would be either a spark plug is just worn out from age and miles, or a coil pack. I'd almost put money on the coil pack. So how much did I pay for this beautiful, luxurious vehicle? Well, honestly, for a newer generation Lexus, newer, 07 isn't exactly new, but newer, I paid $3,000 for it, guys. Is that a lot of money? You tell me. I honestly don't know. I've never bought one before. I was really surprised. I thought I'd probably get this thing for $1,500 to $1,800, and I was wrong. I had to have this car. I wanted it so bad. I just wanted to try out this generation of the Lexus. That's it. And I wanted the big one. I wanted a big, hefty luxury car for cheap. So $3,000. I don't feel was too bad of a deal for this. Yes, we're gonna have to do a little bit of work on it. No, I'm not gonna do a lot of work. I'm gonna attempt to diagnose and repair the misfire, and that's probably as far as I'm gonna go with this car. I'll probably end up sending it right back to auction as soon as we get it figured out. I've got too many cars as it is, guys. All I wanted to do was just test drive one. That's it. Yes, I could have gone to a dealership and test drove one myself, but I'd rather just buy one and then have it, and it's mine. And although it's got a few minor problems, I don't think there's anything wrong with this car that can't be fixed by a DIYer. So you know the routine, we're gonna do the 10-mile run and see if it'll make it, and I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret now that we've been on the road for a little bit. It will make it. It will absolutely make it. And I know this because I've already driven this car 61 miles. That's right, I actually drove it home. I kind of got in a bind. I had an accident. I'll talk about that in another video, but Monkey Wrench Mike and I were going to dinner in the Chrysler Prowler, and I hit a deer in it. I did. I hit a deer in the Chrysler Prowler. So stay tuned for the video where I show you the damage and even some footage that I was recording during the time of the accident. All right, Monkey Wrench Mike and I are okay. The car, you know, we'll just get to it when we get to it. But anyway, I didn't really have anything else that I was comfortable driving home in that night. I wanted something a little bigger and beefier, and I took this one. I did not take the 57 because the last thing I want is to crash the 57 into a deer. So I took the one car that I really didn't have any attachment to, the one car I didn't really care about. That was this one. I said, we're driving this home. If I hit another deer, I'm going to hit it in this tank. And guess what? We did not hit a deer. Yes, the important window works, and yes, the less important window works too, guys. Let's get out of the car real quick. Let's make sure the doors are unlocked, but I got the windows down just in case. We'll pop the hood. Let's check for smoke. Let's see if there's anything crazy going on. I could get myself a thumbnail. I do like this car. Oh, you can hear that miss though. That's a single cylinder misfire. You hear it? That's a single cylinder misfire. I don't hear any funny noises coming from the engine or anything either. I don't think there's anything really wrong with this car, guys. Probably just could use a tune-up, but I'm gonna do my best to find the problem with the car, which cylinder it is, and then I'm gonna try to fix that cylinder, and that's gonna be it, guys. She runs great. She drives great. In my opinion, she looks great too, man. It's not a bad looking car, and the ride quality is phenomenal. Blah, 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 blah. You can just hear that misfire. Well, we're gonna get it back to the house. We're gonna run a quick diagnostic on it. We'll find out what she's complaining about as far as the VSC light. That should be under like the anti-lock brake system. And we'll see what the check engine light is complaining about. I am certain it's one cylinder down, guys, so I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Even a cylinder down, though, it's so quiet, and it drives so good. If you have never driven this generation of Lexus, I highly recommend you try out one of these big LS460s, man. I'd love to figure out what's wrong with the trunk. Thankfully, there is an emergency release in the trunk. It's a handle. You'll have to reach in there with something and like push that handle down. But once you get that emergency release down, the trunk should open. With the trunk open, you can dig around in there and figure out exactly what's going on. It's going to be probably something to do with the electronic latch, so it's not going to be very expensive. Nothing on this car should be terribly expensive to fix because of how old it is. Parts are readily available, and honestly, it's just not that difficult of a car to work on. This is probably going to be the best bang for the buck you can get out of a Lexus from this generation, guys. $3 grand into this nice car, maybe spend a little bit on some parts. I bet we don't spend more than $100 on parts, guys. You know, that's not a bad deal for a nice Lexus that everybody says has a 1,000,000-mile motor. Now I have to rely on some of you to tell me the scoop about this. I'm not a Lexus/Toyota person, but it's something different for the channel. I wanted to try it out. I've had a lot of you ask me to get a Lexus, get a Toyota. Well, we did. We got a Lexus. It's basically a fancier Toyota. Is this really a 1,000,000-mile motor? I've had so many people tell me that it is. I find that very difficult to believe, guys. There aren't many motors out there, engines. Sorry, I know I just upset several people, primarily engineers. Is this really a 1,000,000-mile engine? There are very few engines out there that can get 1,000,000 miles, guys. But I've heard nothing but great things about this particular engine. And at almost 200,000 miles, it is running absolutely great. Aside from a misfire, which is not the fault of the engine. I'm cruising around out here, and it turns out we've got I think we've got 2 or 3 TPMS sensors that are working, and it shows that one of them is at 19 PSI. I probably should have checked that before we left. 36, what does it say? Tire pressure, checking. So 2 of them are working, 2 of them are not. It wants 36, one's at 33, one's at 19. Uh-oh. And something just beeped. I don't even know what that was. Anyway, I've been out here cruising 19 PSI, and I'm cruising 70 miles an hour, between 60 and 70 miles an hour. Great. Well, guys, let's get it back to the house. I have no doubt that one tire is low. I thought when I was walking around it, it looked like one of the tires, the back passenger tire, looked extremely low. So I think we have a working TPMS sensor on that tire. We're going to get her back to the house, guys. That'll be the full 10 miles. We'll double check it for smoke or any funny noises. Then we're going to run a diagnostic on it and see which cylinder this car is complaining about. And maybe we'll find out why the VSC light is on as well. So it's only showing one code for the ABS VSC, and that is a C1201, engine EV control system malfunction. Interestingly enough, I'm not seeing any faults on the engine side. How is that possible when we have... Oh, there we go. There we go. So we've got 2 codes. We have a P0158 and a P0302. So we're going to have an oxygen sensor and a cylinder 2 misfire detected. That's easy enough. Cylinder 2, no big deal, guys. I'll buy a coil and a spark plug. That way we cover everything, swap them out, and we'll probably be good to go. Once you get that taken care of, guys, once that misfire is resolved, yeah, you still have the VSC thing. I'll do some checking into that code and see if I can figure out what it is. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's really not the end of the world. What's important is the misfire. Cylinder 2, that's it. I knew it was one cylinder. This should be a relatively easy fix. And then I'm probably going to send this thing down the road, guys. I'll give it a bath, take it to a car wash, and send it down the road. Now, I noticed my mailbox looked like somebody knocked it off the pole, so why don't we go check that out real quick? Boy, they got lots of cops and stuff going. Something's going on down there. Oh yeah, somebody definitely knocked this off the... Or you know what? No, it's just rotten wood. The wood just rotted out on is all it is. Well, that sucks. We're gonna have to stick this back up on here, right? Oh man. This mailbox been here since I bought this house. Yeah, that's a wrap. I'm gonna have to get, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get some zip ties. I'm just gonna zip tie the living hell out of it. There's nothing in there anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna get some zip ties. I'm gonna run them through down here and here. We'll just run them over and zip tie the mailbox back together. One of these days, I guess I should probably replace it, but it's kind of iconic, man. It's been here since I bought the house. Oh, yeah, did you guys see I got a Ford Mustang Cobra over there? Yeah, I don't want to give too much away, guys. This is a stressful car right here, man. It really is. This is a 97 Mustang Cobra. It's only got 11,000 miles on it, and it has the original tires. I'm not kidding. The original tires from 1997 are still on it. They're all flat. The car only has 11,000 miles on the odometer. That's no joke. That's not a mistake. This was legitimately a collector's car. Unfortunately, Hurricane Helene, was that the name of it? Helen or Hurricane Helene? Over in Florida. This car came out of Longboat Key, Florida. There it is. Longboat Key, Florida is where this car came out of, and unfortunately there's a tragic story behind it that I found out after the car was delivered. Truly a sad story, and kind of the reason I decided I want to do everything I can to save it. And I didn't find any of this out until after the car was delivered. I'm not going to get too much into it. I'm going to save it for the video of this car. Obviously, I've got the doors open for a reason. Trust me when I tell you, you guys are going to want to see this video. This is a beautiful car, despite what it went through. The car was about 60% underwater, which means saving this is, you know, it's probably a pipe dream. Take a look. There's the water line right here. All right, that is most of the way up the car. So it's probably a pipe dream. But I saw the car, I got it for what I think was a really cheap price. And then after I started going through it, I found some paperwork. I did some research online to contact the owners. I was hoping they could give me pictures. I was looking for a backstory, and I was going to put a whole video together for you guys with that entire story, pictures of the car underwater. And anyway, I'll save the rest for the video. But definitely a very sad story all the way around for the car and for the previous owners. With that, guys, I think we're done. I'm ready to get out of here for the day. I know that I need to purchase a coil and a spark plug. Y'all gonna be mad at me for being so cheap. Listen, guys, all I want to do is get the car running on all 8 cylinders, try it out, see how it runs and drives with all 8, and then I'm done with it. I'm finished. I'm not going to sit here and do all the right work to the car, because this isn't that important of a vehicle to me. It really isn't. I just wanted something I could test drive, see if I liked it. Now that I know I do, we'll get it running right. And I'll tell you what I'll do. If after getting it running right, I fall so in love with it, I can't help myself, well, we'll get the headlights polished. I'll replace all of the spark plugs. We'll get the windshield replaced. And then if I can figure out what that code means for that VSC module, maybe that's something we can fix too. I just don't see it, guys. As you can see, we've got a ton of cars around here. All of them need my attention, including this one. We really need to get into doing a cylinder head. I've got a whole new cylinder head for this. I've got new lifters for this. I mean, I've got so many parts for this car, and this car is not even running right anymore. It's running on 3 cylinders now, so it's in pretty bad shape. There's a lot of work to be done out here. Not to mention, I've got a lot of cars I want to get rid of. And God, we haven't even reviewed the E-Class, the E420. We've never reviewed that one. That's another one I got to do. This car, I just got titled going down the road. This car, repairs are done, title's done, going down the road, clean title. This car is going down the road for sure. This car, it's my S320. I'm pretty sure I know who wants this. We'll find out for sure. I bet you guys can guess in the comment section who wants the S320. Y'all already know. I think this one's probably going to be on the Cutlass. I just got this titled. That one's going to be going down the road too. This car right here, I just found out I kind of got myself screwed on a title. You may notice it's in a different location. Yeah, I had to move it. I loaded it up on a trailer, which was a ton of fun with the back wheels being locked up on it. Tons of fun. Let me tell you how much fun it was to get it on and off the trailer with locked up back wheels. The car kept sliding off the trailer. It took forever, and I had to do it in the mud, so I've totally trashed my yard over there. But I found out when I got to the tag agency that the bill of sale that I got for this car is not something that Oklahoma can transfer into a title. I cannot get a title to this car. So I've decided to sell it locally. I've got it up for sale locally on Facebook Marketplace for $1,000. That's it. $1,000. Take it or leave it. Honestly, I don't really care. I've got over $2,000 into this car. Okay. And there are some things that there's a lot of hard to find parts, like the hood. This front bumper is in relatively good shape. These side trim pieces, the plastic ground effects kit and everything, hard to find. These side windows, I found out recently, these are only for like 95 and 96. They will not fit any other year. So if you need a window for this car, good luck. Someone said that somebody was trying to, Safelite Auto Glass was trying to get $700 for a window because of how rare it is for this car. Okay, same thing with these tail lights and stuff. These are all kind of rare pieces that are worth money if you were to part the car out, break it apart. I don't have time or really the interest in breaking a car apart. It does run, it does move. So there it is, $1,000. Of course, the Cobra's staying. This one, I got some parts for it. I already know, I think, what's wrong with this one, why it doesn't run. It dies and misfires, crossing my fingers on this. $35 part. Then this one's going down the road. This one is about to go down the road. That Buick should already be about gone. And once we get rid of these cars, we'll only be left with just a few. And I bought another flood car from Florida. That's right, not just this Cobra. I've got another flood car from Florida. It's going to be here tomorrow. You guys are going to absolutely die. It's another hurricane car. And I don't know, I think I gave decent money for it. Probably a little more than I should have. But I think you guys are going to enjoy it nonetheless. With that, I'm going to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.